Jim Van Zant, one of the pastors here at Carlisle United Methodist Church, sermon in 3 minutes. Thanks for tuning in. It's church season of Advent, as you see. We're headed toward Christmas. And thinking about Christmas, do you remember Christmas mornings with little children around, say 3, 4, 5 years old, and watching their wide-eyed excitement about a Christmas morning? Why is it that the Christmas isn't like that for you and I as adults? Why isn't every day like that for you and I? You know, Jesus told us that unless we become like children, we cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. Certainly, we understand that doesn't mean physically, but it does mean in attitude. Young children have such a wonderful attitude about life in general, and yet to many of us, that's been beaten out of us just by the burdens and common events of our adulthood lives. Yet I don't believe God, when He created us, ever intended for us to endure life like that. He wanted life to be like Christmas morning, every day to be like a Christmas morning, something to unwrap, a new excitement to behold. Recently, we watched the movie Elf. We're doing a preaching series here on movies of Christmas. And if you haven't seen Elf, it's a delightful little film about the joy of Christmas, just the joy and excitement about life. The main character, Buddy, who is the elf, won't give away the story, but he just approaches every situation with such optimism and excitement. I believe that's what God intended for you and I to approach our lives, in just that kind of manner. As a matter of fact, there's a theologian, writer, thinker from the last century, G.K. Chesterton, who actually suggests that God may be more childlike than you and I, that God may make the sun come up and the moon sun in the morning and the moon in the evening because He loves to see them, and that He never tires of making daisies because He loves to make daisies. And in fact, God has a more exciting attitude than we do. Something interesting to think about. You know, if Jesus was more childlike or more like Buddy in the movie Elf, then Jesus Himself couldn't contain Himself with the exciting news He had to share about the love of God, how much God wants to connect with you and I. This Christmas season, why don't you think about the opportunities you might have to enjoy life through the eyes of a child, whatever it might be. And then think about living every day, even if just for one moment of every day, and see just how much that will not only change your day, but change your attitude. And we all might become more like children and might enjoy each and every day as a gift that it is. Have a wonderful Christmas. Thanks for tuning in.